Tonight at 10, a deadly Florida shooting hits home for an area family. A former Dane County deputy dies while on duty as a police officer in St. Petersburg, Florida. Good evening, I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Sarah Carlson. This Florida killing hits home for a Middleton family. The Night Team's Andy Choi has details on the shooting and the longtime officer who lost his life.
Sarah and Eric, Tom Badinger died this morning. He and another officer were attempting to serve a warrant at a St. Petersburg home. The suspect, a registered sex offender, told family that he'd been to jail and wasn't going back. Badinger and his fellow officer were killed. A U.S. Marshal was also injured. The suspect also died. Tonight, the one-time Dane County deputy and Middleton police officer is being remembered for giving his life doing the job he loved.
You didn't seek out recognition. You didn't seek out praise. He quietly went about his job every day.
Dane County Sheriff Dave Mahoney remembers Tom Badinger as the former deputy dedicated to serving his community.
And I remember Tom starting his career as a young deputy working in the jail and eventually working in patrol. And he developed a number of friendships within the organization, many who today we're remembering Tom.
Sheriff Mahoney also remembers the man behind the shield, a man who loved music.
On a couple occasions when he'd returned to Wisconsin and play in the alumni band during one of the football games. And I knew that because one of my duties is I worked security with Mike LeCrone at the football games.
Although it's been a while, I'm pretty sure that's Tom right there playing trumpet.
UW Marching Band Director Mike LeCrone remembers Badinger as a young man dedicated to his craft.
We get to know the kids all real pretty well, but Tom was one of those kids that was a doer. He was involved with everything. I mean, he was in the band at some great times.
LeCrone says Badinger was part of the UW's historic 100-year band in the mid-'80s and was one of the first to march at a Badger Bowl game. The band director says it's his young trumpeter's happiness he'll remember most.
The great thing about Tom was he was always upbeat. I mean, I can't in my mind remember a time when he was not sort of effervescent about everything that he was doing.
Sheriff Mahoney tells us he's preparing to send a Dane County Honor Guard down to Florida to participate in the officers' remembrance ceremonies. Mahoney says it's been a somber day of remembrance for his officers after learning of Badinger's death, all while saying goodbye at the wake of Chief Deputy Ron Boylan, who died of cancer last week at age 46.
All right, thank you so much, Andy Choi. And the Badinger family did share a statement with News 3 tonight. They say he will be missed by all who knew him and call Tom a true hero who loved his work, his wife, and his family. The statement goes on to say, quote, Tom died doing what he did best, helping people and keeping people safe, end quote.